Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 72 of Gottne Till I Die, the save where we're taking Gottne IF, this tiny Swedish football club, to the top of Swedish football. We are currently third in the league, and I'll show you that in a second, and we're coming back for Europe. We did qualify for Europe. Not everything has been going quite to plan either, so it's not been a very good period of time due to, even though we had a better squad, injuries and such like. So we are going to be playing in Europe, and I just wanted to remind you how crappy our time has been in Europe. So we have played a few times now, which I think is a pretty fair achievement. In our first year, we started out in the Europa Cup. This was 2032, so our first year after winning the Swedish Cup, so not our first year in the club. We lost to Club Bruges over 2 legs. It was a bit unlucky. In the Euro Cup, we also, before that, lost to SCR Altash over 2 legs. Highly disappointing. Did not do well. Bit of stage fright, one might suggest. Nothing in the next year. Nothing the year after. So we've only had 2 European campaigns. I feel we should have had more than that. That's all we've had. So 2 European campaigns. And we did get our very impressive 6-1 win over Standard Liège in the Euro Cup 2 playoffs, and then we lost to Paco de Ferreira. Somehow it looks like we played terribly. It was not that far away. So we have actually won a tie, but we've never actually got through to the group stages, and this is what we're going to try and achieve this season, because I don't think we're going to do anything else, unfortunately. And that's the plan. So we're playing Sion in the league, and we've got a fairly easy tie if we get through to into the next round. Right. So how have we gone since last time? So we played a few games since we were last together. We last of all played against Norrköping, got a cracking 2-1 win at home. Really, really good victory. A few sendings off. Fairly eventful game, but we fully deserved it. Straight away came off that with a 2-1 loss against Sunderspal. Took the lead with Krebs, looked really good, and then just lost our way a little bit. And it's kind of been like that since then. Beat Halmstad, who are bottom of the league 1-0. Fairly disappointing win, really. Nagash with the goal. And then played Elfsborg. We went 1-0 up, and they got back into it. And we then had Azari sent off, which was a bit annoying. And we weren't able to then take advantage of it. So yeah, and then we played bottom of the league, I think, at this time, or 15th in the league, Hammarby. We had virtually the whole team. You'll see there was no Tinnerholm, no Samari. No, Samari was playing. Camp was missing. We had a bunch of people who were out in this game or not fully fit. So it really, we didn't do particularly well. Nielsen and the left back as well. The 2 African lads really were not great at fullback, and I don't know why that is. Anyway, we lost that, and we went into the sort of mid-season break and came out of it. Played Örebro, 1-0 win. Svensson at the 2nd minute goal. Played pretty well, but we're not scoring the goals, are we? There's not a lot of goals going in there. So today we are going to be playing Sion, and we're going to be trying to beat Sion over a couple of legs. We're trying to get into Europe properly, into the group stages, and actually make a bit of money like that. So let's get into it. The transfer window's opened. We've not managed to do anything. I have been trying to get rid of a few people and hopefully sort of turn things over a little bit, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So let's submit our team. I've already had a play with the team, so I know what team I'm putting in. And we really need to pick up our form away from home. That's where the real problems have been. We've played 2 or 3 easy games away from home and not put the ball in the back of the net. So the team we're going with is Nagash and Krebs up top. We've again been rotating Paul and those 2. Henningson's back. He's been injured for ages, so he came back into the last game. That was really pleasing. Muller is playing in the centre. He seems to be the better player there at the minute. Camp, I think he's our top scorer at the minute, which is a bit scary. And Tinnerholm in the defensive midfield role. The back line is Steinarsson, who's been great, Svensson, who's been great, Bilderbrick and Nielsen. That back line has been good. Anyone else I put in there has been terrible. And Benedictson in goal. Real problem we're having, it's goals from the front two. So you see 3 goals in 16 games for Nagash, not good enough. 4 goals in 16 games for Krebs, not good enough. 5 goals in 14 games for Paul, not good enough. I think 3 of them were in 1 game, so it's really not good enough from the strikers, and we are going to have to look to try and bring someone else in. So let's go. Let's see what we can do against Sion. It'll be a longer episode. We're going to be playing both legs unless we absolutely smash them. It's unlikely though. So we're over the ball. Muller's with the free kick. And it's into the back of the net. Wow. Well, that's the start I like. Great goal from Muller, 3rd of the season. Headbutting the floor. We like that. That's a pretty good start. So we'll praise them straight away. They come right back into it. David. Oh, over the top. That was an easy chance, and our defence did not deal with that one bit. Yeah, I mean, Paul is getting on a bit, so that's a bit of a problem. It might be his last season or second to last season with us. Nagash hasn't quite worked out. I mean, they're all Swedes, which is great, but it's not been as good as I wanted. And Sigurd Palsson, obviously, he is on loan and away from the club at the minute. So here's Muller. He's got the ball. Managed to switch the play. Nielsen down the wing. It's Henningsen. We've missed him. And it's Krebs. He has scored a goal. Krebs into the back of the net. 5th of the season. And Henningsen puts it on a plate for him. Very nice start. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Good work, boys. We're looking pretty good. So they weren't pressing us here. Muller's doing well. He's waited his time and he's got his spot in this side. Simpson's, I don't think he's long for the world. Henningsen, not as in he's going to die, but as in the times I've brought him in, he hasn't done anything. And it's sad to say, but I think the days of Jordan Simpson at this club may be swiftly coming to an end. I know. The tears are being shed around the country, probably not around the hamlet of Gottne, because he has been such a great player for us. Henningsen into Nielsen. Miller, back to Nielsen. Oh, I thought that was in. Camp doesn't miss. I mean, he's dropped his star rating, but he's still so important for us. A good first half, I think you'll agree. Well done, guys. We're doing all right so far. We are doing all right. It's going to be cool to be able to... is that in? It's 3-0. 3-0. Oh, we're going to get through this. It's Nagash. It's one of the forwards. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, are we going to get through this? Are we going to get another win in Europe? I mean, the win over Standard Liège was hugely surprising, but the game we've got at the end of this, we're either playing a Romanian side I've never heard of, so I don't know what to make of that. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun here. I'm saying we are playing. If we get through, we're playing. You hear that, FM? If we get through, we will be playing either a Romanian side I've never heard of or Liechtenstein side. Now, every time Bobby G has said this, because he managed these in FM18, I think, he says something weird. But the way I would say it is Vaduz, the capital of Liechtenstein. I'm sure he can phonetically correct me on that. But either of those sides should be, we should be favourites, I would have thought. Certainly the way we're playing at the minute. 3-0. 62 minutes up, we are looking good. Let's make some changes. We haven't got long until we're playing Kalmar away. I do want to keep Henningsen a little bit fresh. Front two got a goal each. That's pretty damn good. I'm going to bring Samari on as a deep line playmaker as well, because I don't want Tinnerholm to be at all troubled. He's so important. When he's not in the side, we are terrible. we have to manage that carefully, in my mind. Make a change at left back as well. And Tumba, he's asking for a few more games, so he will get one there. I mean, it puts us in prime position if we can do the business there. 3-0 up, you would think we're going through. It's entirely entirely predictable we won't, but it's entirely possible we won't. But we must be favourites. We must be favourites here. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to come back. I'll let you know how we got in the Kalmar game, and I will come back for the second game against Sion. See you there. Okay, guys. Well, as you can see, we did not win that last game. Lost 2-0 against Kalmar. Disappointing result, considering how well we played in this game. We were creating lots and lots of chances. Decent quality chances as well. I mean, their keeper did make some good saves, but it's the front two are just nowhere near what we need, and that's really disappointing. Particularly away from home, but at home we're not scoring particularly many goals. I mean, we haven't scored many goals since that 5-1 win over Deursgardens, and since then it's looked fairly poor. And I have to say, I think it's my own fault, because I have left these strikers. I haven't replaced them. I haven't looked to update them in the last season. I did everything else pretty much, but not these guys. And I think I should have. I think that was probably the priority, because none of them. I mean, Paul has done well, but he's clearly getting old. Krebs is very inconsistent, and Nagash didn't have a good season last season. So this season, they were all not doing well, and I'm kind of a bit stuck as to how to make them play better, because they're getting good chances. So we'll see what happens. We're coming back here against Sion. We're putting a similar team, pretty much the same team, with the exception of Diallo's on over Nielsen. So we're giving Diallo an opportunity. He played in the last game. I mean, we were very good for 60 minutes. We were really, really good. They didn't have a highlight for 60 minutes, and then they had a couple of highlights and scored from both of them, which was disappointing. We had several highlights. Let's see what we can do here, though. Can we make the most of it and maybe get the ball in the net, the back of the net? I tried even Asare up top as an option. I've been trying Bowman. I've been trying all sorts of people just to try and get something different going on, altering the roles. Oh, it's gone in. David scored. Brian, I thought it was Byron. Brian David, man with two first names. I understand the pain of having two first names. It's a terrible thing. But 5 shots from us, only one highlight we've seen has gone to them, and they have scored it. Let us not screw this up, people. We are going with pretty much the strongest side we can do, and we have conceded an early goal. And we've lost the ball down the left side. Won it back again. Nagash, ball through. It's Krebs. Finish it off, mate. And he's missed it again. He just doesn't look... They don't look confident at all in front of goal, and we're relying on the other guys to score the goals, the defenders, the wingers. I mean, Camp is top goal scorer, and there he goes. Just as I say, the last thing I want to do is risk him in any way. I haven't got Forsbrand on. I'll have to put Paul on that left side. That's not ideal. I mean, this is fine as it is. We go through. But you look at it and you think, well, it wouldn't take that much to turn this round from this point. Oh, it's gone in again, another header. Fontaine. Build a brick, he missed the header. Oh, come on, guys. Let us not screw this up. Weren't that bad? No, you were terrible, weren't you? Terrible. I'm not happy with your playmaking efforts. I'm not happy with your finishing. You might as well have no feet. So I definitely next season I definitely have to do something about that, because I mean, what can we do if we don't, if we try and put these same people out, we ain't going to get very far. Oh, ball out, that's a worry. We're looking a little bit ropey all of a sudden. They've got their tails up. Goalkeeper makes an important save, but they are coming back into this and we are struggling. I don't want to go defensive, because that's just going to invite pressure on us, but they are doing better than us. Right, Diallo. It's back to Diallo. He's not the best at holding on to the ball, we found. Tinnerholm. Into Moller. And we've got it back to this right side. Can Diallo do something? He plays a nice ball inside. I mean, it was a bit of a risk. He's got it back. It's well done. Ball in. Oh, that's a weak header. Paul at the far post. Oh dear. Henningsen. I mean, he has been very, very strong. Ball in. Another opportunity. It's in. It's Paul. That is important. At the far post, Paul from the left wing. Amazingly, he's top scorer, I think, of all the strikers, and he's probably the one. If you're going to let somebody go, he's probably the one who's going to go. But here they come, straight back. It's David. Sensible bit of play there, and the goalkeeper makes a great save. Well, suddenly it's turned into a game of football. We are going to take that off and just take the... Actually, what we are going to do here... now we have to wait for that to happen. I'm probably going to just say shoot on sight rather than try and work the ball in the box. And we'll just try and just pick up another goal from distance, maybe. 66 minutes, though, even with that slight bit of dodginess, we have done okay here, and we do look like we could get through this. I think the game against Standard Liège was much better than this. The 6-1, 6-1 win over Standard Liège. But Sion are a decent side. Right, Samare. What should we do? Well, we're going to go full back on support. That is what he does. So let's get him on there. Let's hopefully get him doing something useful, because at the minute, all the potential that he has, he looks awful when he's on the pitch. Diallo, who's looked pretty good today, I have to say. And it's in. That is it. Paul. Maybe that's the key. Paul is on the left side. Have we solved the problem? As long as he's not playing up front, he can score the goals. That is very, very good. So, I think that's done. As they flash the ball over the bar, I think that might be us done. So we'll have to find out who we are going to play then. I think they'll have to score 4 goals at this point. We've got 2 away goals. Henningsen, he's running at them. And that's what I'm pleased about having with Henningsen, because he is such a danger when he runs at people. And they're through us, and well, from that angle, you ain't going to score, matey. We will bring on Samare for Muller. And Samare's not that happy with the way things are going either. And the substitute, I wasn't expecting Paul to be the saviour on that left side, playing out position. But we are through. We are through. 5-2 on aggregate. Absolutely fabulous stuff. Let's see who we are going to play it's I would expect it's going to be the Romanian side, but I would love to play Vaduz. So we edge past Sion. We get 70 odd thousand pounds, and we draw, yes, the Romanian side, Football Club Viitorul Constanța, who are a 3-star team, pretty much what Sion are. So that's going to be a good one. So that's the important one. We are going to be trying to get that, and that's what we're going to come back for next time as we sort of move our way through the league. Hopefully I can keep this 3rd place, but it's going to be tricky, isn't it? We've got a lot of hard games coming up, but we need to win these games, this type of game against Sirius and Helsingborg. And then if we can win those 2 and win those and win all of these, then I'll be very happy. It ain't going to happen though, is it? Anyway, guys, thank you very much as always for coming along and supporting this series. If you have enjoyed that, hit the like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next time as we try for the first ever time to qualify for the group stage in the European competition. See you then. Goodbye.